Welcome to Cut the COVID Crap Part 67. New South Wales COVID data split out per vaccination status. So I've been wondering about this for a while. New South Wales in Australia produces a weekly data overview, as they call it, link below as usual, with the vaccination status of the COVID cases admitted to hospital, admitted to the intensive care, and the deaths. So it's luckily there's at least some government bodies that still display vaccination data or cases per vaccination data to have some sort of assessment whether vaccination works or not. What I found odd, and I couldn't get my head around until now, is that if you look on page, well, I look at a week ending the 10th of September this year. So that's not the latest, but that's a good example. The trend is the same. On the one of 10th of September, on page 4, you'll see the vaccination status of the people admitted to hospital with COVID, with or from COVID, admitted to your ICU, and deaths. You see the majority of the cases, it has 4 or more doses than 3 doses, than two doses, etc. Although there's a significant portion unknown as well. Anyway, it's a total of 361 on that 10th of September data. And well, it sort of speaks for itself. There's not many people in New South Wales not vaccinated at all. Just to take a quick look. What is it in New South Wales? Around I think it's more than 96% has had their first and 94.8% their second. So roughly 4 or 5%, 4% of the population wouldn't have had their first dose. So the admitted to hospital cases are structurally underrepresented. That would make a case against vaccination purely statistically. Now, and that's not my point. I mean, that's up to you for yourself to decide anyway. I'll switch to the column admitted to ICU. Of course, admitted to hospital is larger than what is admitted to ICU. Like most people that go to hospital don't end up in ICU, so the ICU numbers are lower. What I found really strange, and again on this page 4 you can see that, is that in terms of deaths, there's 122 in total. 12 are in the no dose case. So even though the number of hospitalizations is 2 out of 361, so that's less than 1%, the deaths is 10% of the cases. So that is strange. And what's even more so, the number of deaths is higher than the number of people hospitalized. I mean, most people in hospital don't die, and consistently you see that more people die than are admitted to hospital, and that's been week after week. Only for the no vaccination, the no dose cases, for the four or more doses, it's consistently lower, as expected. Now I know why, but I cannot say that on YouTube, so that's what I'll dig into on Substack. So just go to the Substack if you want, link below. And just another recommendation. Brett Weinstein. I just found his interview on Odyssey. I refuse to watch it on YouTube. I just go to Odyssey. Support and Defend Military Whistleblowers, Volume 2. I'm only halfway through. It's 2 hours long, but excellent interview. He's got two military people, one man, one woman, and they have excellent history. Brett Weinstein summarizes it well worth watching. Link below. But as usual, my recommendation is no, actually, my only explanation of why all this stuff is going on. I mean, it's obvious that the narrative cannot be logically explained anymore. Um, the only reason I can think of is that on purpose, people are being pushed in camps. Don't let them do that to you. Of course, you probably, if you watch this, you're probably a tiger, or sorry, a lion, I should say. Um, and it's good to have some lions around, but don't worry too much about the sheep. Don't try to convince the sheep, but um, don't see them as bad or people that you cannot interact with or something. Interact with them. Don't let them, whoever them is, create a division between you and others, because the more division is created, the more that division will be used at some point. If the divisions are too much, like there's too much fighting going on in one way or another, that the government will say, like, okay, we got to get this under control, and because of that we need to announce martial law, or there needs to be one world government, and that's the last thing you want to you want to see. So be civil in your disobedience, I would say. Anyway, more on Substack, and see you next time.